Speaking of risking out all of your life and limb on one hopefully big win, so earlier tonight, I placed a bet.
Oh boy.
And by the time we're done filming,
He's going home shirtless.
I want to know if I lost $50 or if I made $350. I'll probably know by the time we're done filming tonight.
Those are some good odds.
I
right
know.
there.
I know.
That was quite the money line you bet on, huh?
Yes. But here's the question though. Was that wrong to do?
Just in general?
In general. So is gambling now is it gambling? But put that on big quotes here. Is gambling always wrong? That's what I want to talk about.
I don't think so. I mean, there's definitely instances of where it could be wrong. Like,
when is before we even say when is it, why don't we try to define what is gambling?
betting on things, wagering.
Mm-hmm. It's like the most common one we all probably think of is poker and casinos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd like to separate those two out a little bit.
Okay.
I think if it's pure chance, I think that's gambling. I think if there's a skill set, I kind of feel like it's not the same. I don't think those are weighed the same as like, roulette and poker. I don't think those should be weighed the same.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is one more okay than the other? If so, what makes it okay?
I think one is more of a skill set kind of item as opposed to pure chance.
Okay.
So I'm not good at poker.
All right.
But if I was phenomenal at poker and I was a consistent winner at poker,
okay,
I would have a harder time calling every single game I played gambling. Because I believe
more
there is
of your occupation.
Yeah, more of a skill set, an occupation.
Okay.
That kind of an item. As opposed to, roulette. We'll just pick it on that one here, where it's a 1 in X that you win or don't win.
Well, not necessarily.
Oh, elaborate for me. I must not know something here.
Yeah, so when you play roulette, there's actually a decent amount of skill to which numbers you bet on. You'd be surprised. So there's you can bet on colors, you can bet on sets of numbers, mm-hmm. You can bet on columns and rows of numbers, individual numbers, you can bet on zero. There's all kinds of skills. There's one bet that you can make on roulette that has I think it's 60-40 win odds. I may be thinking that wrong, but it's slightly above 50% win odds that you can make. There's a little bit of skill to it. It's not just pick a number and bet.
Okay, let's... I don't even know how to respond to that.
Shambled this man's mind.
Okay. So, is it wrong to... I can't say play roulette because now that shatters my whole roulette thing. All right, is it wrong to bet on a coin flip? There we go. 50-50 coin flip.
I mean, I don't think it's wrong.
Should you do it, though?
I mean, why shouldn't you?
See, I kind of view this the same way I do the reason why I think matters. If you're trying a skill set, again, it's skill versus luck here. If you're betting the farm or whether or not your family eats tonight on a coin flip, that would feel wrong to me.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I would probably argue it's not whether gambling's wrong or not. I think is more so at what degree and for what purpose you're doing it, rather than what type you're doing or when you're doing it. Mm-hmm. If you're out betting, your mortgage payment on, a football game, mm-hmm. that's probably not a good thing.
There's probably not a lot of instances when betting a mortgage payment's pretty much ever acceptable.
Yeah, if you're taking the money that was meant for your mortgage and you're betting that, probably not a good idea. But if, you and your buddies are like, hey, $5 says, that guy misses the catch or whatever, I don't have a problem with that.
Right, because that is... The $5 is not actual, in this example, it's not about whether or not the guy makes the catch or fumbles it.
It's just for fun.
You're having, you would have spent the $5 with your buddy anyway.
Yep.
It just so happens one of you is going to all get to keep the money, and guess what? That guy's buying dinner tonight.
Yep.
So it's just who's pulling out the card first.
Yeah.
It's the experience of having the fun.
I love... A great example for me is when I go and I golf with my buddy, we'll bet on a hole. So say you play 9 holes, say you bet, $5 on a hole. By the time at most you lose $45, which is probably what you spend on the game, the actual game of golf itself anyway. And sometimes we don't even do $5. Sometimes it's just $1. It's for fun. You're out there spending time together. Gives you a little competition, but that's no harm, no foul.
Right. You could also have fun without the
exactly.
$5.
We're gonna be golfing whether we're betting on the hole. Sometimes we actually forget, and then we're like, "Who won that?" But
because you're just there to have some fun, and that just adds a little spice to it. It's all it does.
Yeah.
Now, what about sports betting? Because right now that is on the
big.
rise right now.
Yeah, it's really big.
Including now that some states have allowed you just to do casino gambling on your phone via app and online.
Yep.
That's
a problem.
I
have a feeling that's coming to most states. They're going to end up letting that come to most states. But I mean, I don't have a problem with sports betting. I think the whole sports thing is overdone anyway, but I don't have a problem with it. I just think, you just got to be responsible with it. It's like anything. You just got to be responsible. I know a guy, we'd be working, he'd be like, yeah, my parlay lost or whatever. Guess I'm not eating lunch today. And I'd be like, or whatever it is that he bet, I don't sports bet, but he's like, dude, why are you betting your lunch money on a basketball game or whatever? To me, that's probably a little irresponsible. You shouldn't do that. Be responsible with it, right. As with anything else.
I think really the reason and the responsibility. I think you got to have both here. If the reason is like with the buddies, we're just having a little bit of fun. That's absolutely acceptable, and we're all in full control. No one's getting too bent out of shape, and all of us can afford the $5 or $20 or $50, whatever it is. But if you're in a bad financial place or bad emotional place, and this bet has to pay out, or I'm not going to get to do something important in my life, okay, that's different. Now
that's just high risk, high reward right there.
Yes. That's real unhealthy.
Yeah, there was a guy actually did that. He bet his entire life savings on one roulette roll. Bet everything he owned. Sold his house and his cars, I think. Put $180,000 on a roulette. So I think it was either red or black. I don't remember. Put everything he had on one roulette till. Lucky for him, he hit it. Walked out of that with, a lot of money. But I wouldn't recommend doing that. Please don't do that.
Please don't do that. Oh, my golly.
There was actually a guy, I saw a video, sold his car, put it on black on the roulette table, and made enough money to pay his rent. But then he didn't have a car. But
something doesn't may not be the best at math.
Yeah.
That might not have been a good risk reward. I mean, there's
yeah.
I mean, there's a strategy on like professional poker players.
Yeah,
and I'm calling professionals as in you make more than a hobbyist's amount of money consistently for 3 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Now I'll call you professional. Not you got lucky in one tournament.
Yep.
You got lucky in one hand. Consistent over time. Sure, I'll call you a professional.
And I don't to me, I don't have a problem with it as long as you're not being irresponsible. You know?
Yes.
If you have X amount of dollars that are not, it's just money you have to spend. If that's how you want to spend it, go for it.
If you designate certain dollars as just fun money,
yeah,
absolutely acceptable. If you're like, look, I have $50. I don't care if I win or lose with this. I just want to go have some fun. I like all the flashing lights at the casino, and I want to click the button. Okay, totally fine. As long as it doesn't get to $50 and not 50 cents, $50 and $1. Now you've crossed your own rules.
I went to Vegas with a coworker, man. He hit the ATM. I don't even know how many times while we were there.
Golly.
Every time I turned around, he'd be sitting on a slot machine.
That's so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got to be smart with it, You just got to be smart with it, I think. It's fun, though. It's a good time.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's the important thing. If you're having fun and you've set a dollar figure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're going to go, decide how much money you're going to take before you go and then limit yourself at that much money.
Mm-hmm.
Say, hey, you know what? I have $200 that I can blow.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure it's an amount of money that you're comfortable with losing. You know? Don't take $200 if you really need $100 of that for groceries. But if you've got $200 that, is spare money and you're okay with losing $200 or whatever, maybe it's $2,000 for somebody. If you got that money and you want to go spend it, take that amount of money and don't spend any more than that. Once you hit that, walk away.
Mm-hmm. And if it's, look, I'm just going to spend this $200 for this example here. I'm going to go, it's going to take me 3 to 4 hours, hopefully, to blow through that kind of money or one hand.
Bro's on the quarter slots.
But you're like, I'm going to spend that amount of money for that amount of fun. That's it. And over it.
He's the old lady with the boa in the back, sipping on her, pulling the 50-cent one.
Oh, my God. Now,
when you go on a cruise and you go in the casinos that are on the cruise, man, it is crazy to see the old ladies that are in there on the slot machines. If you watch, they'll walk behind people and try to steal people's seats, after you've got off and left, and then slide in there and hit the jackpot after you were on it. It's pretty funny.
It's lost this long, I can't lose anymore.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, I think there's another form of gambling that doesn't as often get thought of as gambling, and we're going to call it, and again, without getting rid of people who are near and dear to my heart, the day trading stock and crypto people.
Oh my goodness.
Again, these guys, you guys are very, very, very close to my heart here.
That's an understatement.
But if you don't have an exit strategy or a stop loss, no, you're gambling. If you don't have a plan, I just call it gambling at that point. If you don't have a plan, and it's just I'm just going to keep throwing. It dropped. Buy more. Well, what's the plan here?
Yeah.
You're not buying the dip when it's down 99. You're done.
Yep.
You're done. Don't be irresponsible.
Yep.
And again, I love you guys. But please
have a plan.
Please have a plan.
Yep. And stick to the plan.
Absolutely. And then you might find out my plan's not any good.
Yeah. My original plan, I did not take enough money to Vegas. I was like, this is how much money I'm going to take. I went to Vegas. One night. It was gone. All of it. All of it was gone. Thankfully, I won most of it back.
I really was hopeful you weren't about to say, thankfully, there was an ATM.
Well, there was an ATM.
Oh, no.
They are all over the place. But, no, I won most of it back. So I walked away Not 100%, but pretty close to even.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
See, and that was the experience. You had a rule. You stuck to the rule.
That was close.
Oh, my.
I was a little close to the rule, but
Now, all this is making sure that you have the personality and discipline to actually do this properly.
yeah.
If this is a problem, then similar to if drinking runs in your family and alcohol has met every family member and killed a few,
Then embrace your destiny.
then shot night is probably not for you. Going to a bar is not your game if that's how you are. If you can't control yourself around the pretty lights of the slot machine, do not set foot in a casino.
Yeah, that's probably good advice.
And if you found yourself in a place where you really shouldn't be there, call some help. Call a buddy, say, hey, I need you here. I need you to pull me out of here, because if I'm near the slot machine, I'm going to keep playing. No,
My buddy would just
Get
give me
some help.
$5, spot me $5 and keep going.
It's like, you don't have a problem. Yeah, the problem is you ran out of cash. Nope.
Hey, you don't have problems. You have opportunities.
Hey, look, if you're only walking into a casino with cash on hand, the most you can lose is cash. The problem is people have credit cards.
No. Listen.
No, I don't want to
You
hear
can
it.
only lose 100% of the money you come with, but you could win an infinite percentage of the money that you bring with you.
Golly.
So the math doesn't lie. You just got to keep playing.
The house always, mostly, wins.
Somebody's got to win, and it could be you. No, I'm just playing. Be responsible.
Yeah, absolutely. Be responsible. What? I can't win if I don't play. Yeah, that's not. It's a true statement, but no. Anything that is this get rich quick, don't. That whether it's putting it all on red, or cards, or no. If it's not designated money, if it's not skill based, it's probably gambling.
There's nothing skill based in gambling.
Right.
I would argue.
Well, I would say anything that doesn't have skill is gambling.
But there is gambling with some skill.
Yes. Well, I'm going to call some percentages there. Like the coin flip, that's the gamble. The poker table, that's a little bit harder for me to call it as much a gamble because I believe there is some skill set.
No when to hold up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, maybe gamble, and hopefully by the time we end,
Only losers quit.
oh my golly. And maybe by the end of this evening, I want to know whether or not the bet that I made this morning is going to pay off or not.
Hey, there you go.
So
Good luck.
thank
Hope you win.
Appreciate it.